and welcome back to another episode, fan mini episode of Catch That. And it's where we get to know people through their favorite R&B songs. I am naturally Elise, and that's my bro,
JR.
Hey. And today we are welcoming another friend, one of my very, very good friends, Miss Donnia. Hi, Donnia.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, boo, hey.
How you doing?
Doing
Hey, girl,
great.
hey.
Get to see your pretty face.
Yes.
Aw. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Well, here we are.
You know, like not like this.
Aw. So, I know you very well, but let the people know who you are, whatever you want to share.
So I am Donnia. I am from Atlanta, ATL ho. I'm sorry. And he's out. Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, I now reside in Philly. I'm just, you know, living and loving up here, singing up here because I be singing sometimes, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. And don't let her downplay it. That girl can sing. But anyway, we'll get back to that.
Okay.
So, tell the folks what song you picked for us to talk about today.
So, you know, I hit you up the other day and I was like, I have so many favorites. I don't know what to choose. I was like, how do you choose a favorite? So, and you're like, don't overthink. That's my middle name. I just was kind of listening, doing my regular listening. And then when I got stuck on a song that I always have gotten stuck on in the past, I was like, yep, this is it. So I chose Daydreaming by, look at that.
You better.
Yes, you see her. Yes. Come on.
Yes, by the Queen of Soul.
Okay, they're not going to stay turned around, so, but y'all
It's
see.
okay. But we know now.
Okay.
I have to give y'all the profile.
Yes. So, when was the first time you remember hearing Daydreaming by Aretha Franklin?
Oh my goodness. So I lived in one of those households where on Saturday morning you get awakened to the music, you know the vibes.
Yes.
And I was probably 13, 14. You know, my mom would put the records on and we would get to work in that house. And that was when I was just like, wow, because of course I've heard Aretha before, but I don't think I remembered hearing her this way. And when I say this way, it's so, you know, because she's got, you know, people know the driving vocals, and this was just so mellow and so ethereal. And I was just like, wow. So I've been just enamored with this song since I was a kid, to the point, even now as an adult, I will go on YouTube and just for hours dig out videos of this song, various performances of this song, just pick out all the little nuances and be like, oh, she did this on this one, but she did that on the other.
Are you and JR
I love her.
are you and JR cousins or siblings?
Yes, I love.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
Because I just did it yesterday. After we knew the song, I was like, I went right on YouTube and watched so many performances of her doing this. Oh my God.
So, since y'all brought that up, since y'all did the deep dive, what are y'all favorite performances of that song?
Oh my gosh.
I loved it when she did it in 73. I think it was in New York City. And you know, the background vocalist sounds so amazing on it. Like,
listen, her sisters. Look.
Yes, like, and this performance, you could tell like Aretha and they were feeling it that night. Like, there's a night when you know you feeling it, and when they were in New York City that night, they were feeling it. And it was like Aretha said it a couple of times. I did what? And like, it just sounded so dope. And she knew they were feeling it. So that one, and probably the Soul Train, when she did Soul Train.
Yes. Soul Train is one of my favorites.
Yes.
There's one in particular, and I can't remember. I'm actually trying to look in my history now.
Okay.
Because there's one, I can see it in my head, and I cannot recall.
Is it when she did it in 85?
It's before that. I feel like it was
back.
Had her afro.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think.
Oh my goodness.
The only one I'm thinking about. Oh, I even like the one Elise put me on to. This is another one I like too. The one that she did in Philly.
In Philly.
I do like that one too.
That one's great. Yeah.
You're talking about the same one in New York, and I have to see, because I'm old and forgetful. I have to see.
Yeah.
To know which one.
Yeah.
I would be clocking the year and the stuff.
That's JR Bag. He if he don't know nothing, he gonna know a date now.
Oh, got me straight together. That was a little dig, but then it was a little niceness to it. If I don't know nothing.
And I was about to keep the dig going. It's like, he might not say their name right, but he know what year and month and who was in the studio and what the temperature. No, I'm saying. But yeah.
See, okay, sweet. What's that? The Sour Patch Kid. First she's sweet.
Yes, give me a little
sweet and she's a little bit sour.
Then give me a little dig. That's her. I love her for it though.
Yes.
I don't want to keep scrolling through my phone to try to find it, but
no worries.
Suffice it to say, I could watch and listen to that all day, because it's just so many layers to the song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all know Aretha was thoroughly churched, and she always had on that piano, she always had them church chords. So that listen, I thought I was looking for the ushers, like we was finna go marching into the sanctuary.
Oh God.
Like, you have one of my favorite elements of the song is the percussion. Like, who is that on them drums? That's what I need to know, because it's almost like a I don't know. I want to say like a bossa nova rhythm, because you've got, and for me to be a singer in a band and not know which drums is with the kit, with the drum set, you hear that, and that's like, driving in certain points, like in the transitions between the songs, between the verses and the hook. But then you have the congas, I guess, in the background. I don't know if you ever paid a whole lot of attention to that, but when you're in the headphones, you hear it, and it's subtle, but it's like, whoa, this is a groove.
I think if I'm not mistaken, if it's the drums, because I'm thinking about it, it gotta be Bernard. I think Bernard is on it.
Okay.
Bernard, God, what is his last name? It start with a P, and it's right in my brain.
He don't lie about no names.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, he's playing the piano on that. Like, it's like, this song is so jazzy and musical. You know what I mean? Like, it brings you in when you first hear it. Like, it's just like, and you feel like it's like you're going in a dream with Aretha. Like,
yes, and the background vocals contribute to that. Because the way the harmony is, you have like those dissonant chords at the end of the phrase, but the harmony, the way, first of all, is perfectly blended, and then the way they fade in and out, it's like you're in a, like the angels just, just floating over it, just blessing it.
That was the one time that Carolyn and Irma and I think Margaret and who else was on there? And Anna and Ann. Them four on that were like literally blended.
Carolyn was on the top, right?
Yes.
The way she floats.
Oh my God.
High notes.
Yeah, Carolyn was like, "This is mine."
Goosebumps thinking about it. Just thinking about it.
Carolyn was like, "I'm at the top. This is my layer."
Stratosphere.
Yes.
Okay? I am above you.
And Irma was like, "I'll take the bottom."
I am above you.
Yes. And Irma was like, "I'll take the bottom. I'm fine with it. I'm good."
Y'all some music heads.
A little bit.
A little bit.
You know, it's funny because a mutual friend on Facebook just posted yesterday about the way she likes to listen to the layers of music.
Danny, yeah.
Yep. Danny was talking about that, and I was telling her when I was a little girl, the way I used to listen to music was I would be in my room, lights off, eyes closed, laid on the floor, either next to my boombox, or sometimes I would have the boombox like physically on my person, and I would just listen to stuff over and over again. And we ain't had no repeat button because a lot of times I was listening on a cassette because I ain't that young, I ain't no spring. But hit that rewind
never know about
button.
a rewind button.
And listen, that's how I used to listen to music, and that has persisted, of course, now with the better options for sound quality. I'm listening in my earbuds, and I'm just, every single time I would listen to this song, I'm hearing a different element. That flute, these little,
you better give it to her. Herbie Laws. Yes.
Like, and that's that whole, that gives it that little feeling of being in a dream state,
Yes.
It just,
and then you got Donnie Hathaway playing the electric piano. And we all know that this song is supposed to be about an emotion of a guy, because she confirmed that she was talking about Dennis Edwards. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is who she wrote it about.
He's fine. Oh.
And she wrote it about him. And Donnie Hathaway was kind of known in the background. A lot of people knew he did background for people. He played the piano for people. So he wasn't really known to us. And I think Aretha knew she needed some emotion on there, because when Donnie sings and plays that organ, he's going to give you emotion out of his fingers or the throat. It don't even matter. You know what I mean? So for her to have him on there, and then have Herb on there, you know what I'm saying? With that flute.
It's magical.
Oh my God.
It's literal magic on wax.
Yes.
That's the only way to describe it. And then when I was doing like my whole little deep dive back into it, Avery Sunshine covered it. Now, I'm a bit of a snob, and there's just a level of reverence that I have for certain artists where I feel like should nobody sing their songs. I don't want to sing them. I don't want you to sing them. I don't want your mama to sing. I don't want nobody to sing these songs. I don't even want nobody to sing Aretha songs. And I get a little salty, but Avery Sunshine, have you heard her cover of this song?
I never heard it.
Listen, so all the things that made it ethereal and dreamlike from Aretha, Avery took it and like infused all the soul. Like, it's like the collard greens and the black eyed peas in the song. Like,
I'm here for it. It's food. I'm here for it.
but you know what, Donnia, there are a few covers that I actually really enjoy of that song. They're not better. None of them are better.
No.
Aretha and no.
Yeah.
But in addition to the Avery Sunshine, which is like all the things you said.
Like butter.
But I like Tamia's.
Yes.
And I like Corinne Bailey Rae's.
Okay, so I adore them both. And I'm going to have to go and listen to those covers because
the Tamia one, which makes sense because she already has a sweet voice, but a powerful voice. So it makes sense. If she was going to cover Aretha song, that would be the one.
That would be the one. Yeah, you're right.
And she's singing for her life on there. Like her stacking on it, and she's going high. Like, we played it on our radio show, and I remember Lisa was like, Tamia is singing for her life on this record.
Listen, Tamia ain't to be played with.
She's not.
She ain't no joke. I don't know if there's still people out there sleeping on Tamia, but somebody need to give him a little nudge, you know, think. Because, hey, like, hey, wake him up. Because she's a phenomenal vocalist. Like, she's one of those vocalists that make me just want to snatch my my vocal cords out. Like, here, I don't need them.
I'm unworthy.
Right.
Yes. So overall, has this song affected your life or how you listen to music? We kind of touched on that, but in any other way?
Yeah, it definitely has affected the way I listen to music. And as far as it affected me in any other way, I mean, of course, there's a certain gentleman who, you know, might invoke feelings reminiscent of those expressed by the incomparable Miss Franklin. You know, it just like with any music, any song, there's always going to be that emotional connection. And sometimes it's multiple emotional connections, depending on when you listen to it and where you were in your life when you listen to it. And, you know, it's, I can see, I sent it to my little boo. I was like, listen to this, baby.
Aw.
That's sweet. I love love, so yes.
Me too. I ain't there yet, but I love seeing other people in love.
Hey,
I love it.
It's
yes.
a thing.
Yes. So
well,
thank you for hanging out with us. I was very much looking forward to this. So
likewise.
Yes. So is there anything you want to tell the folks, or where can they find you if you want to be found?
So I am Donnia is La Vie everywhere. So yeah, Donnia is La Vie, DONNIA ISLAVIE. I feel like I'm on Sesame Street. And that's
where I bust out Patty singing.
Right.
A
B.
I watched that way more than I
for people without children. Listen, and when I do have kids, that is the quintessential ABC song. Ain't gonna be none of this A B. It's gonna A B C D E F G H.
Love it. You better with the show. Did you better?
Mama, why did you just throw my shoe? Don't worry about it, baby. Just keep on singing.
I love it. But yes, again, thank you for hanging out with us. And feel free to come back if you want to talk about another song. We would love you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we also thank all the viewers for watching and supporting us so majorly. And yeah, so peace.
All right.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to another fan episode of Catch That, where we get to know R&B fans through their favorite songs. I am Naturally Elise, and that's my bro.
JR.
And today we are welcoming one of JR's bestest friends, Alicia. Hey, boo.
Hi, boo.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, gosh. They're a mess. You'll see.
Yeah.
And so, Miss Alicia, thank you for coming on. And tell us a little bit about yourself, as much or as little as you'd like the folks to know.
Well, I am a mother, a wife, an author, a painter. I even have my my own YouTube channel as well, Bible Talk with Alicia. So yeah, so I am just excited to be on the R&B representative show. So yes, we're gonna turn up. So yeah, I'm ready, boo. Let's talk.
Oh God.
Hey.
Y'all see what I deal with? You see what I deal with?
I'm ready, baby.
I love it. She is sunshine. I love it. Okay. So tell the good folks what song you picked to talk to us about today.
Anita Baker. And do y'all have it to play? Fairy Tales?
Well, you know how YouTube is.
That is my song, baby. I just loves it.
Yes.
It's just with the melody and everything, especially I think the one that I sent Junior was I think it was like the 7-minute one, but like towards I think like maybe after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the piano and the instrument thing start playing. I'm like, yes, Anita, take me there.
Yes.
So yes.
So when do you remember first hearing this song and how did it make you feel from the first listen?
So the first time I heard the song was from my mom. I was living on Aiken Street and she was just playing it around the house. And I was like, yes, who is that? And my mom was talking about Anita Baker. So I was like, ah. And another thing is that my mother and father got married on Sweet Love, Anita Baker. So I just loves it. I love her.
Oh,
I knew it.
She is talented. She is.
I know her very well. As y'all know, she is one of my best friends ever. I love her, but she sometimes gets on my nerves.
Like,
I'm kidding.
Sounds familiar.
Don't you start.
Any shady today, dog.
No, don't you start, Elise. Don't you start. But no, see, I knew because anytime we talk about singers, Alicia will throw out Patty and Anita. Like, those are the two that she will really, really bring out. So I'm not surprised that she picked this song, but it bugged me out because when I was like, you gotta come on, I ain't give them no, they couldn't tell me no. They had to come on here. So
that's true.
It was a force. And I said, well, pick a song. So she had picked Monica. She picked Monica, Why I Love You So Much. So I was like, okay, cool. So then when I hit Elise, and Elise was like, you know what song she picked? I was like, oh, yeah, I already know it. And she picked Anita Fairy Tales. I was like, wait, what?
So Alicia, and maybe it's the Alicia thing. Fairy Tales is my very favorite Anita Baker song. And it ain't even close. Like that is my absolute favorite Anita Baker song.
Yes.
So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God. And I remember the first time I told JR that was my favorite Anita Baker song. And you know what he said?
What'd he say?
Really?
Oh my God.
Is he being shady to you, Elise? Shady.
Always. You did the really face. She said, really? And then then he got to clean it up. No, I'm saying it. I'm like,
right. He got to clean it up. Let it make sense. He got to clean it up. Mm-hmm.
Because you know why? Because for real, and obviously this is, when we first met, Elisa, we was talking about it. I was like, I love You Bring Me Joy. That's my favorite.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. That's another one.
So when I thought, to be honest with you, I thought Elise was gonna say something off of Giving You the Best That I Got album because
that one right there. Yeah.
We like album songs. Like we do.
Right.
We like singles, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I was expecting her to be like, oh yeah, I love maybe Good Enough or something like that, and give me something like that, or Perfect Love Affair, or compositions.
But you know what? Even though Fairy Tales was a single, that song don't sound like a single.
It
that
really
song
don't. It's just, oh my goodness.
It doesn't make sense to me how that a lot of people loved it and that it was a big a radio song, especially like adult contemporary type of programming. Yeah. That was a big fan record. And so
I didn't know because me and sis was talking, and she was like, I've never heard the 7-minute version on the radio.
Let me tell you something. That thing be hitting at the end. It be hitting. I'm like, oh, yes, play that piano. Give it.
But here in North Carolina, and where I live in North Carolina, they played the 7-minute on the radio.
I'm shocked because I was like, yo, when you told me, they only played the 7-minute, I'm like, well, wait a minute. I only heard like the 4-minute version on the radio, and that's it. Like,
wow.
Alicia, like you saying, that piano at the end, shout out to Greg Fillingames, because he owns that piano. But I never heard that part on the radio. Once once she's finished singing, they kind of end it out. It fades, and then that's it. So I've heard the 7-minute version, but I never heard it on the radio. That's why I was like, whoa, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I never did.
Yeah, Anita Baker's hot.
Yeah, this is one of those songs, like I told JR earlier, like that piano is the star of that story.
It is.
However, on that song, it's a perfect song to me because you got the instrumentation that is amazing. Then Anita's vocals are amazing, and she's kind of
the way that she sang it and how like she, she go ups and down and then she come in and out. It's like she is telling the story and you're getting it the whole way through, and then at the very end, after she's done telling the story, they just play the credits and it's just on point. I'd be like, you better go off, but go with Elise. I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, you're exactly right. That's how I feel. I was talking before, like the ins and outs, ups and downs. It's like the end of the song, like it comes to like a crescendo, like it goes way up there. Like Anita is singing in a way that she doesn't even normally sing in.
Like,
singing with a lot of energy. It's a lot of like,
and it was so passionate.
She's almost growling on it without growling. Like you get that. And
it was so passionate. And it was like she was singing just from experience, if you get what I mean. Like she just hit that. And I was like, wow, like, because I listened to a lot of her songs, and there are some that are just on point, but this one I just felt like she just took a different turn. Like she just did it her own way.
Oh my God, who is this? Because
don't cut. You see what I'm saying, Alicia? You about to be shady. You about to be shady.
And then of course, Anita's music is jazzy. It is jazz.
Yeah.
But this showcases the jazz in a different way. And it's, even though it's a sad topic, it's a upbeat, because you still kind of doing a sway when you listen to it, and you're like really feeling it, and she's just emoting so like it's she interpreted this in just a different way.
Song is like, it could be the springtime and you have a glass of wine and you just put on that song right there and the wind blowing, girl, it takes you to another dimension. You be in another world.
The red
cup.
The red cups always work for me. But no, about the passion of it, because like I was telling Elise, I feel like you said, Alicia, she was speaking from personal experience. Because if you listen to the lyrics, she's saying like, yo, her mom told her this story and blah, 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 and then she's going down into it, and then wait a minute, I gotta wake up from this fake reality because this is family. So we all know Anita's story, that her mom didn't raise her. You know what I'm saying? And her aunts raised her. And it was just, you could tell this was from personal experience. And like Elise said, she was growling. Like she was really, like you said, you was feeling her telling the story. And it was just like, Anita.
Yeah, and it also was like, she was trying to tell a message to those individuals that all live in a fairy tale. Like she wanted people to know, like, you're going to have to come up out of that.
Yeah.
Now, some relationships, some things may be a fairy tale, but honey, when you get in it, things start to like unravel. And so I felt like that when she was singing that song in the beginning, when she talked about the fairy tale, and then when she got into the middle to like talking about the ups and the downs, I'm like, yes, boo. That's it. That's it. I felt like that it was also a message. And I would love to meet her one day.
Well,
if I can, I would just love to meet her. I'm gonna tell you, when I meet her, I don't know about passing out though, but I'm gonna try to sing with her, even though I can't sing. But she is just such a talented woman, and all of her songs are beautiful. Even though Fairy Tales is my favorite, but all of them are beautiful, especially the Sweet Love. Yeah.
And one
So I
thing
love me
is,
some Anita.
it's interesting. The story is called Fairy Tales, and it's telling the story. And if you read the lyrics, like not sing them, it's a story like in one of my favorite parts of the song is like, you never came to save me. You let me stand alone out in the wilderness, alone in the cold. I found no magic potion, no horse with wings to fly. I found the poison apple, my destiny to die. No royal kiss could save me, no magic spell to spin. My fantasy is over. My life must now begin.
Ooh, see, and that's the thing. At the end, she said, you know, the fantasy, you know, it's over. And I think that's what a lot of people like, you know, like it's especially when it's songs like that, when there's like a message, you know, she's at the end, it's over. The fairy tale is over. Some people want to stay in that fairy tale, but baby, it's done.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to grow. You know,
and like she said, my life can now begin.
Yes.
You know, the end of one story is the beginning of another.
Facts. And
absolutely.
I feel like musically, she lets it ride at the end, because it's like now my life starts. It's a whole new road now. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole, like I gave y'all the story. I was in this fairy tale. Now we both, our eyes are open. Let's take this new beginning together. That's what I get.
Yes, like, and I agree. And at the end, when he played that melody, I'm like, yes, baby, take me there. Take me there.
Girl, yes. It goes off like that. Like, to be honest, like, he's gone off on stuff before because he played on Can You Feel It from the Jacksons. And
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know any of that. Thank you.
He played on
Teach me. Yes.
And he also played Shake Your Body Down to the Ground. He played the piano on it. So, yes.
That piano crazy, yo.
Girl, that's why I was like, yo, girl. That's why I was like, goes in. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
I didn't know any of that.
Let me look at this right quick, because I was like, yo. I'm like, I saw this name before, because again, since we line of credit people. So I'm like, Greg, I've seen that. So of course I went back and looked, and I was like, yo, he played on Triumph, and he played on, you know, on the Destiny album. And I was like, whoa, because it made sense on how he played on Fairy Tale. And then you listen to Shake Your Body, the way he goes, I was like, Anita, girl, even though you used to be my girl on Twitter, we ain't no more. But
don't be coming for my Anita. Don't be coming for my Anita. She had her reasons.
Right, it's never late. I had to add that in there because we used to be good friends. She used to have a little tea, her coffee in the morning. I had my little tea, and we used to go back and forth. And I used to be like, yeah, girl, what are you singing? And she'd be like, oh, I'll be like, Anita, I'm listening to compositions today. And we go back and forth. And then the next thing you know, I laughed at a joke that she didn't like and blocked me. So, I mean.
Well, then you know what? It's a new day. You know, she may actually unblock you.
Maybe,
you know, right after she watched this video, she may say, you know what? I'm unblocked.
Like he said, my life must now begin. Maybe it's fine.
Yes, maybe, yeah.
That was real cute. I like that. That was real cute. Oh my God. Oh.
So how has this song either affected your life or been a part of your life or affected how you listen to music?
It actually opened my eyes and ears even more to listen to jazz. Because before I wasn't, you know, it just wasn't my thing, you know, but that's what it helped. It helped me to like jazz even more. I really enjoy that, especially when you listen to the song. It just has such a jazzy feeling to it. And so that's the way I'm, you know, as far as that point, it helped me to open me up to listening to jazz more. Even though that it is more like to me R&B, but when you listen to the song, it does have a jazz feel to it.
Oh, yeah.
And so and so it drew me more towards jazz with the instruments and the horns and things like that. I was like, oh, I said, yeah, I like it. This is hot.
I know for me, when it comes to actually this song, I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always call Alicia, she's my spiritual advisor for real, because you know what I'm saying? She's able to be like, all right now, she got to pull me back in sometime, like she do. And she always got it. I love this song because it tells you not to be in fairy tales a lot. And that's one thing about Alicia. She'll be like, stop living in these fairy tales. Because let me tell you something, reality will kick you in the face. You know what I'm saying? So you got to live it how you're supposed to live it and live in your real. You know what I mean? And this song kind of reminds me of not our relationship, because our relationship ain't no fairy tale, okay? But it reminds me, like, anytime I'm like, yo, Alicia would be like, yo, live in your own truth, live in your own reality, live in that. And one thing about her, she was able to bring me out of my own truth. It was her. It was really Alicia that actually brought me out of my own truth, because I was scared to say it. Like, I was scared to say what I was. And finally, that day, Alicia was just like, say it. Like, it's fine. Like, it's good. And when I said it, it was like a burden that was off of me. And it was like, it felt like I was living in a fairy tale for like 8-9 years of my life. And that moment with her, I was able to just come out of that and be like, this is who I am. I'm fine with it. You don't love me for me. Fuck you. You know what I mean? And it was because of her. You know what I'm saying? So anytime, that's why when you pick this song, Alicia, oh God, I don't want to cry. Wait a minute. Oh God. I'm gonna get it together. I ain't gonna cry.
Get it together. You gonna come through. Come through, honey.
I'm gonna come through. When fairy tales, when you pick this song, that's why I was shocked, because I was like, anytime I think about this song, I think about you. And that's why it was like, you picked this song and I just couldn't believe you did. And that's why it was just like, oh my God, like, she picked this song. I thought we was gonna go with Monica and talk about why I love you so much. And me and Elise was gonna go in and say she sound like a 30-year-old. Like, I was waiting for that. But then it was like, once you came with this, I was like, Alicia don't know that this song connects me to her, and for her to like this, it's like, wow, and for her to pick this. So yeah, I had my emotional moment. I had my little moment.
That's sweet. Oh, I love you.
And then for you to pick it, and it's my favorite. Anita.
And it's right.
Yeah.
It's like,
I told Junior, I was like, oh, it was so connected, darling. Yes. I love it.
Yeah, that's how I was like, oh my God, it connected everything. It was like, my favorite song, my song that connects me with you, and it just connect everything. That's why I was like, yeah, we all family now.
Yeah, and that's one thing I love about this show, because every time we talk to somebody about a song, it just kind of full circles into something for us, and it goes somewhere else where we didn't expect it.
Yeah,
I didn't expect this conversation to go the way it did, and I'm so blessed that it did. I like it, and I just learned so much. It made me learn a lot about y'all too, so that's dope.
Even though me and her will get into it, but you know, I love her to death. Like, I don't know what my life is.
Who don't you get into it?
You see, I was trying to have a moment, and of course,
I had to make you laugh.
Of course you do. Of course.
Oh gosh, but Alicia, we thank you so much for hanging out with us. Yes. Tell the people where they can find you if you want to be found.
So they can find me on Facebook, Bible Talk with Alicia. Just search on that and you'll see me. Or you can go to YouTube and watch some of my videos. So that's where you can find me.
Yes. Well, we appreciate you so much, and I'm glad.
Thank you, friend.
I'm glad to finally get to talk to you.
Yes, I agree.
Love you. Your energy is.
Oh, I love you too, boo.
Everything.
But you better expect a phone call.
Oh my goodness. At least I'm gonna get a read, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
But yes. And we also thank all the viewers for hanging out and connecting with us.
Yes, thank you, viewers.
Yeah, and supporting us. And we will catch y'all on the next Catch That.
Catch That. Bye.